On behalf of the staff at Malvern, we would like to offer our congratulations to the class of 2020. I'm Vice Principal Jenna Greenfield.
And I'm Vice Principal Tino Barkas. This video tribute has been created to honor each and every one of you. We would have wanted to see you all in your graduation gowns, to invite each of you on stage to receive your diplomas, to shake your hands, and to create memories for you and your family, and to celebrate this milestone as a community.
You've not been inside Malvern since March, and to many of you, high school seems like a distant memory. Back when the hallways were full and jam-packed, your social lives were buzzing, and Malvern was full of clubs, teams, sports, and games. Back then, when it was considered okay to sit close to one another. Even though we didn't get the opportunity to say goodbye to you and congratulations, we sincerely wish you the best in your future.
The fact that you are celebrating graduation at home, in front of a computer screen, does not diminish your accomplishments for the last 4 years, and you are an important part of our Malvern community.
This video can't do you any justice to your graduation, but this is one of the biggest moments in your life, and we're very proud of you.
Nikki Lewis has been an office administrator at Malvern for longer than most of the staff have been here. Malvern is part of who she is, and there isn't anything that she wouldn't do for the students and the Malvern community.
Ms. Lewis has spent countless hours putting this together, and thank you very much to her for all the preparation that's gone towards getting this gift to you.
Thank you, Ms. Lewis. To all of you and to your families, enjoy the program and congratulations.
Congratulations, guys.
Dear Malvern class of 2020, congratulations on a job well done. Graduating high school is hopefully just your first step in a career of lifelong learning. I hope that you've found the joy in learning new things and taking on new experiences that will carry you through the next stages of your life. 2020 has been a difficult year, to say the least, but you have persevered and are stronger for it. I wish you all of the best for your future endeavors. Congratulations.
Welcome, honored guests, parents, guardians, family, and friends. On behalf of the teachers and staff at Malvern Collegiate, please join me in extending our sincere congratulations to the class of 2020. Graduates, I'm certain this will be a year you will not forget, and likely you will relate the story of your senior year in high school to your children and grandchildren. Because of the pandemic, we've had to pivot and replace your vibrant celebration at Parkview Manor with a virtual ceremony in order to continue with the long-standing tradition of recognizing your accomplishments. Class of 2020, you join a prestigious alumni, but none of them can share in your special circumstances. You began your grade 12 year looking forward to the many possibilities that were in store for you. Orientation of grade 9s, fundraising, the semi, basketball, swim team, fashion show, music and drama nights, grad night, the list goes on and on. You also all hunkered down and applied your best thinking because this was the year that you would make your transition to post-secondary learning. Then on March 14th, we had to rewrite that script. We left Malvern for what was the longest March break in history. Despite the unknown and the uncertainty, students and staff sifted through the changing landscape of teaching and learning, and you, class of 2020, made it. You exemplify everything that Michelle Obama once said. You should never view your challenges as a disadvantage. Instead, it is important for you to understand that your experience facing and overcoming adversity is one of your biggest advantages. And graduates, you did just that. I want to acknowledge all of the school community who played a role in your lives while at Malvern. Thank you to the teachers who demonstrated their dedication for your success and well-being. Many thanks to our support staff who worked tirelessly to create an environment conducive to learning. To the Malvern School alumni, the Red and Black Society, we thank you for your commitment to students and for your collaboration with staff in the community. Malvern School Council always works tirelessly on behalf of students to ensure that learning is optimized and enhanced. They meet every month as a large group of student advocates to plan many community events and fundraising. This year, in compliance with the quarantine, School Council single-handedly drove to each graduate's home with graduation signs recognizing your achievement. Grad signs were peppered across the community on front lawns and window panes, recognizing the achievements of the class of 2020. A big shout out goes to the Malvern School Council. Finally, your families deserve a big sign of gratitude. They are the people who got you to 6 a.m. cross-country practice, who ran to Staples to get your English essay bound, who dug through backpacks for the long-lost excursion forms, who washed sports uniforms for the 100th time. I would be remiss not to note, graduates, that during your time at Malvern, you demonstrated the purest form of activism, and for this, I am most grateful. The very difficult work of equity and inclusion was seeded by you through mentorship and coaching, and it is lasting to this day as the new grade 12 cohort leads and works to make Malvern the best it can be for everyone. Class of 2020, thanks to each and every one of you. Mr. Barkas, Miss Greenfield, and myself, Miss Shaw, wish you health and happiness always.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Parisi, and it's my honor to introduce to you the valedictorian for the graduating class of 2020, chosen by his peers. I have had the pleasure of teaching this young man in both grade 10 and grade 12 in the very classroom where I currently stand. And although everyone is well aware of his exceptional intelligence, the characteristics which always impressed me most about him were his kindness, his genuine concern and care for his fellow human being, his altruism, the way in which he would carry himself with a humility and a grace that really, really illuminated who he was. He is approachable. He is respected by both peers and faculty alike. And I'm sure he's someone that you are all happy to call a friend. I'm very proud of him and for all that he's accomplished and all that I know he will accomplish. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce your valedictorian for the graduating class of 2020, Sebastian Castaneda.
Good afternoon, everyone, and on behalf of the class of 2020, I'd like to welcome all faculty, friends, parents, and distinguished guests. A few months back, when Malvern staff was trying to figure out who's going to be our class valedictorian, I said, okay, sure, I'll put my name in. I'm probably not going to get it, but why not? Let's just do it. Well, as you can see, I got it. It was a May weekday, around 9 p.m. when I got an email from Ms. Morales. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit confused, but after freeing up some time from my busy schedule of doing nothing at the height of quarantine, I checked the email, and I found out that I was selected to be our class's valedictorian. I was excited for about a minute, until I realized that I had to write a speech. And at that moment I thought to myself, maybe I made a mistake. And how did I deal with having to write a speech to be presented to all you lovely people? I procrastinated. A term Malvern students know way too well. And with grad getting pushed back to December, I really thought to myself, I got time, I'll just do it later. Now, in hindsight, that was the mistake. But enough about me, let's talk about us. Congratulations on graduating. We have surpassed a significant milestone in our lives. And before I really begin, I want to thank the amazing people at Malvern for setting up this virtual celebration to commemorate this incredible achievement. So yeah, we might not have gone to prom or a traditional graduation, but remember this. We also didn't get a red and black day, so yeah, our senior festivities pretty much got screwed. But I'm here to tell you that high school isn't about the highlights or the late nights. It's about the relationships we cherish and the unforgettable memories we make. During our time at Malvern, we saw a lot. In a matter of 4 short years, we saw the Raptors take home their first ever championship. We saw Vine die and TikTok take over. We saw boys cutting class to catch Pokemon on their phone. We saw a world leader tell people to inject themselves with Lysol. And we even saw Kanye West run for office. So we saw it all. But I'm telling you, most importantly, we saw development in ourselves and in each other. Against all odds, through teacher strikes, online schooling, a global pandemic, and those never-ending morning tacklers, we still graduated. So give yourself a pat on the back, because that is something to be proud of. Do you remember the first time you walked through Malvern's doors? For most of us, it was probably during our grade 8 visits. For some, it probably felt natural. Others may have felt overwhelmed. But one thing we can all agree on is that it was intimidating. After all, we were all immature 13 and 14-year-olds. It was only until moving on up day while playing long, awkward icebreakers that we thought to ourselves, maybe high school might be easy. But for the most part, we were wrong. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting kind of chilly, so I'm gonna take this inside, but I'll see you guys real soon. So where was I? High school is a lengthy 4 years full of complicated relationships and figuring things out. In a matter of just 4 years, we are meant to figure out what we're supposed to do with our lives. And if you ask me, that's just unreasonable. As children, the sky's the limit. Some of us probably wanted to be astronauts. Others wanted to be doctors, vets, pro athletes, even the next big inventor. But somewhere along the way, people are often told that their ambitions are unrealistic, or that the path that they wanted to take was too hard. So naturally, people settle, and in doing so, lose sight of who they are and who they want to be. So I challenge all of you to just take some time alone and think to yourself, who do I want to be? Because after all, life is about making the best of it while we can. It's about joy, experience, and just being you. My advice to you is, don't get caught up living someone else's dreams and following a path already set by anyone other than yourself. Go ahead and carve your own path. Find what fulfills you, no matter how crazy it may sound to people. Dreams are not fantasies we experience in our sleep. Dreams are realities, but only for those who put them in action. Following your aspirations is life's greatest challenge. The mere intimidation of it is paralyzing. People often get caught up in thoughts like, what if things don't work out? Or what if things do work out and I can't handle it? You cannot let fear control you. The thing about fear is that it can hold you back from something you are well capable of, but it can also propel you to new heights that you didn't even dream were possible. Let that vulnerability motivate you, and hold on to hope. Because that hope that everything will work out in the end will give you the confidence to take risks that produce the greatest rewards. Now it's easy to be hopeful when everything's going your way. When your grades are nice, when your relationships are tight, and when you're eating right. But hope is hardest to find and most needed in the darkest times. We've all felt drained and down, especially this year. This year has been a test for everyone, but unlike an ordinary test, we couldn't study for this one. Things have not gone our way, in fact far from it. We have missed out on quite a few memorable moments, but as Malala said best, don't be defined on what you lose in this crisis, but how you respond to it. This year has been riddled with challenging moments, and there will be many more as we grow up. You will make mistakes, and you will fail. But I need you to hold on to hope, and realize that you will make it through, because this class is capable of anything. I know this is not how we expected our graduation to go down. Nevertheless, congratulations to the graduating class of 2020, and thank you for naming me your valedictorian. This has been an honor. Go out, have fun, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store for us, because I know it's going to be great.
Hi, Malvern grads.
Hi team, Miss Honeysett here.
Hi, grade 12s.
What's up, class of 2020? It's Mr. Steele here.
Hi, grads.
Hey, grads.
Hey, grads of 2020.
You know, no matter what goes on in your life, always keep music part of it, and that will help soothe the soul and help you feel better about every day.
Hey grads, you're gonna think this is a really fun, great idea, but whatever you do, do not bleach your hair.
Be proud of who you are and let the people you love know who that is.
Advice for the graduating class: exercise more, drink more water.
All right, start your day with a nice cup of coffee or a tea. Once you get your day rolling, the rest will be just amazing.
My advice for all of you: take it easy, but take it.
What else? Advice.
Keep going.
Eat less carbs and sugar.
10 more.
Be less embarrassed.
9.
So when you're making a peanut butter and jam sandwich, here's what you do. You take the peanut butter and you slather it on one slice of bread. And then before you put the jam on the other slice of bread, you give it a light coating of peanut butter. And that way when you put the jam on the other slice of bread and you put the sandwich together, the jam doesn't soak into the bread.
Don't make assumptions. Do your own research. Don't take things personally. And enjoy the sun.
Always get at least an hour of exercise every day.
Wear comfortable shoes. Life is too short for sore feet.
If you haven't seen the movie George of the Jungle, go watch it, part 1 and 2.
And remember to relax. Sometimes life's good, and those are your best 4 years of... Sorry, give me the...
Never perfect!
Okay, graduates, my one piece of advice, besides study hard and do well in university, is when the skies open up,
Go travel and see the world. It's big, it's great, and make sure you do it.
I guess the one piece of advice that I would give to you is to stay connected with your friends. But when I stay connected, I don't necessarily mean by social media or by texting. I'm thinking more of a personal touch, and that's giving them a call, okay?
My piece of advice is don't bother matching up your socks. Your friends don't care.
Are your socks matching?
Yes,
Oh.
unfortunately, I am like that.
Aw, boo!
Remember to always give thanks to your nephrons and never let two dogs pee on your new backpack.
Make sure you start any email, especially if it's to someone who's in a position of authority over you, with at least some version of "in these unprecedented times."
Remember, we tend to grow with the people whose company we choose, so choose wisely.
My piece of advice for you is always to prioritize your physical health. If you can take the stairs, do it.
Anytime you have a tough decision to make, just think, what would Miss Manios do? Do the opposite of that, and you'll be fine.
Hey, class of 2020, here's a piece of advice for you. Clothes at the top of the pile can be worn twice.
My message to all of you is, when you see a social injustice, speak up, be an ally, and no, I can't do it.
Perfect.
For all the philosophers in the crew, you know what I'm going to say. Get out of the cave. Have fun.
One piece of advice that I wanted to give you is that you should always fall deeply, madly, and forever in love until it's not forever, and then just learn from it.
Learn how to make something other than Mr. Noodles or you'll get scurvy.
Don't let a wind get your head, nor loss to your heart.
Take the chance to actually live in another country. You'll learn so much about life and about other cultures. It'll be amazing. So if you have a chance, do it.
Knowing how to be quiet is a very handy survival skill.
Hey, that's all I got.
No, that's great.
That's a lot of good advice.
That's wonderful.
Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Gorgeous, make them drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Stay in the kitchen cooking up, got your own bread. Heart full of equity, you're an asset. Make sure that you don't need no mentions. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Shout out to your mom and dad for making you. Standing ovation, they did a great job raising you. When I create, you're my muse. The kind of smile that makes the news. Can't nobody throw shade on your name in these streets. Triple threat, you a boss, you a bank, you a beast. You make it easy to choose. You got a mean touch, I can't refuse. No, I can't refuse it. Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Gorgeous, make them drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Stay in the kitchen cooking up, got your own bread. Heart full of equity, you're an asset. Make sure that you don't need no mentions. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Already passed, you don't need no approval. Good everywhere, don't worry about no refusal. Second to none, you got the upper hand now. Don't need a sponsor, no, you're the brand now. You're my rock, my Colorado. Got that ring, just like Toronto. Love you now, a little more tomorrow. That's how I feel, act like you know that you are. Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Gorgeous, make them drop dead, you a kid. Celebrate how L-V-E-R, E-R, E-R, E-R-N, M-A-L-V-E-R-N. Go!